Good morning. So I actually woke up later than I was supposed to today. I woke up at 7, 7:45. It's 8:43 now. My brother's alarm was going off. So I didn't record all of this morning. I got up, read the proverb, let my dog out, dealt with him, fed him, made my coffee, turned on the turtle lights, and then and then I was like talking to my mom when she was getting ready for work because we're leaving today and I won't see her till Sunday night. So we're gonna read a little bit more of the Bible today. Forgot that I got a new Bible. I know, like, how's that something you forget? So today I'm gonna reread the proverb in this translation because I want to see what it says. This Bible is so up. I forgot I could clip you. This Bible is so cute and I absolutely love it. I bought it myself. I made the charm, except the other wing I accidentally ripped it off last night. Today is the 15th. I was supposed to have my AP laying book done 2 days ago. Y'all get to break this down with me because I'm going to talk through it. Pray first. Verse 1 says, "A soft answer turns away wrath." And then verse 4 says, "A gentle tongue is a tree of life." Wise and godly people should be gentle and kind. A fool despises his father's instructions. Whoever heeds reproof is prudent. Verse 9, "The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he who loves who pursues righteousness." Be wise and pursue God. I heard this quote one time. It was like, it was this thing about being like a floater friend, because growing up, I didn't have many friends growing up, and then like once I got into 6th grade, because I went to like this specific school, I had friends, and through middle school, I had the same friends, and then like freshman year was just kind of like a switch, and like I still have the same friends from middle school and stuff, but I've always been more of like a floater friend, like friends to all different types of people, because I'm just a caring person, but I've never had like a best friend until like now. And then I've had like 2 really good friends who I talk to everything about. One lives halfway across the country now, so I've always just kind of been like a floater friend. So like when I heard this quote, it stayed with me, but it was like, because I also don't go to a Christian school, like it is a very worldly school, but there's Christians who go there, and the quote was, if I don't remember who said it to me, and I wish I would have. Oh, who was it? I don't know, but the quote was, if you chase God as hard as you chase those people, he would give you people you don't have to chase. And that is so true because my two really close friends now, yes, one might live across the country, but we still talk to each other about like things and we still talk on a regular. And my best friend who lives here, we talk about things all the time. And we've really grown, like with both of them, I've grown in my faith with them so much. So that quote really stuck in my head because it's true. Like, once I rededicated my life to God, I found these two really solid in their faith, really good friends who I don't have to chase like I did when I was like floating around friend groups, you know? So, I don't know where that came from. That was all Jesus. Yeah. Oh, it's because he loves those who pursue him. Be wise and pursue God, guys. It shows up in every aspect of your life. It is severe discipline for him who forsakes the way. Don't forsake the Lord, guys. Oh, names. Okay. Seal. It's verses 11, so you can read them if you want to. Seal and Abaddon lie open before the Lord. How much more the hearts of the children of man. Hold up. I actually don't know what I just read, so we're gonna go back to the OG Bible. I love this Bible so much. I actually just finished Joshua last night. I'm reading it chronologically. Now that I finished all of the New Testament except for Revelation. 15. Hold up. I need the basic explanation for verse 11. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Even death. Oh, they were Hebrew words, not names. Even death and destruction hold no secrets from the Lord. How much more does he know the human heart? Oh, so God knows everything, guys. See, we gotta cross translate sometimes because sometimes these sentences are too big worded for me. Verse 13, a glad heart makes a cheerful face, but by sorrow the heart. Hold on. A glad heart makes a cheerful face, but by sorrow of the. Okay, one more time. A glad heart makes a cheerful face, but by sorrow of heart the spirit is crushed. A glad heart makes a happy face, a broken heart crushes the spirit. I'm gonna underline the first half of that verse because I like. Oh wait, my pen's right here. Glad heart makes a cheerful face. Be happy. Choose joy. Joy is not an emotion, it is a mindset. Verse 16. This is a great verse. Tomorrow is my favorite Bible verse ever. Okay, sorry. Verse 16. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble with it. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a fattened ox and hatred with it. A hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger quiets contention. Wait, we're gonna read the end of verse 18 because okay, it's just saying he's wiser. Gonna grab a brown for this one. Better is a smile than with fear of the Lord. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is. He who is slow to anger. So I highlighted the good things from that passage. Then I go over here and make a line with the highlighter and write in the line. So like it says what verse I'm going off of with the note. I had to start doing it like this when I got this new Bible because like this, I just be writing, you know, but it's double-sided, so it's hard to like get this text over here. Now if it's this line of text close to the margin, I'll just write arrows, but for highlighting I do this. Wait. Better is little God than big with unholy or hatred. Boom! And I gotta wait for that to dry because I gotta re-highlight it. I didn't draw the line big enough. I love reading a word. Every time, like, there's some mornings where I'm like, I don't feel motivated to do it. And then I do it anyway. And then I'm like, why was I ever not motivated to do this? This is the best part of my mornings. I didn't want to use the rest of the creamer, so that coffee is strong. Because I don't put much milk in my coffee. God, unholy, and hatred. That line was not even, but it's okay. I used to be one of the people, like, when I first got into Bible journaling, like, it's like a year ago. Last summer. Well, when I got back from camp. Because camp is when I rededicated my life to Christ. But I started getting into Bible readings, and I started, like, if it wasn't perfect, I get so mad. And I'd be like, oh, I ruined the page. And then, like, going back through and, like, looking at old notes like that, like, now I don't even see it as sloppy, but then I did. I just see it as, wow, I really broke down that text. And, wow, I learned a lot from those words. I don't even care if it looks pretty, because it's my Bible. It doesn't have to look beautiful. No, I'm not gonna, like, sloppy highlight everywhere, but, like, it's fine if it, you know what I'm trying to say? Okay. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish man despises his mother. This is a repeated thing. A repeated scripture of how you need to honor your parents, respect your father, honor your mother, and be, like, listen to your parents, guys. Honor them. Most of the time, they know what's best for you. Respect fathers and honor mothers. Boom shakalaka. Okay. I enjoy reading my Bible so much. Hey, verse 21. Folly is a joy to him who lacks sense, but a man with understanding walks straight ahead. Boom. The verse in this, I remember this verse from here. Foolishness brings joy to those with no sense. A sensible person stays on the right path. Have sense, guys. And you can pray for sense. Trust God. Oh, 24. The path of life leads upward for the prudent, that he may turn away from Sheol beneath. We learned about what Sheol means in my cross translation. Sheol means death. So let's reread that. The path of life leads. What? That wasn't even, like, why did all the words become one? The path of life leads upward for the prudent, that he may turn away from death. Verse 25. The Lord tears down the house of the proud, but maintains the widow's boundaries. Basically, God doesn't care about all the earthly stereotypes. We're all equal in his eyes. God sees us all as equals. He doesn't care for all the earthly stereotypes and standards. Boom! That's why one of the big things that I feel like is stressed a lot, like, wait, not stressed, like, I don't know what other word to use, but, like, a good kind of stress, but not stressed. Like, because I said this the other day and someone was like, why are you stressed about that? And I'm like, no, it's basic grammar, guys. Like, I feel like now it's stressed that, I don't know, I don't want to use that word, but that's the only word I can think of. Like, there's a light upon how, especially like I've seen it on social media a lot, like a lot of people fall into the stereotypes, but also I feel like if you're rooted in your faith and you, I don't know this, if you're rooted in your faith, you know how God sees you, and He doesn't care for the stereotypes and standards, and He doesn't care if you wear the new shoes to school or not. Like He sees us all equal. Also, I think that is why we have to be. I want to make sure this isn't true. That is why. Yeah. That is why we have to treat everybody equal, guys. Empathy, because the Lord sees us all in the same eyes. Like the Lord sees you and that person you might make fun of at school as the same, like equal. You're equal in His eyes. He loves you both the same. Think about that today. Think about how you treat others. What in the reverse sneeze just happened? I was touching my aunt's cat yesterday, and I can feel the allergies brewing. I gotta learn to not touch the cat, and I'm pretty sure he's a Maine Coon because he's like really fluffy. I gotta stop touching the cat. I can feel it. I might have to blow my nose before we continue. I smell like an old lady. I got this sanitizer, and it smells like an old lady, but it's fine. It's fine. Like it smells like the powder. Like it doesn't stink. It's just every time I breathe it in, I'm like, ooh. It smells like. At first, it smells like the powder that my great grandma used to use. I think it was face powder. I don't really know. It was just powder she had. And then it smells like flowers when you're done. It's weird. Okay, so this is very off topic, but I just found, maybe I should read the instructions when I buy things, because I just found out that this button right here turns off the video. So before I went to blow my nose, I thought I was muting it. No, it stopped the video. How much content did I lose yesterday because I clicked that because I thought I was muting it? Sorry, little side observation. I went to blow my nose because I can talk clearer now. Verse 28. The heart of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. I feel like I see this when like I'm texting some people. I can tell if people think through their response or if they just fly text it, because sometimes like if I don't know how to respond to someone, I'll like not text back instantly, because I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, and then they just wing it, and then like it's more confusing. Or like I feel like when I'm texting other people, I like to sit back and I'm like, how should I word this? Or not like all the time, but like if I genuinely am like, oh, I don't know what to say to that, I'll sit back, think about it, and like if it's something to do with like sometimes I'll just sit through, but sometimes if I need to, I'll pray and be like, Lord, guide me in this. Like especially when I'm like talking to people about God or like helping them through things, or like if I'm inviting people to church, I gotta sit back and I'm like, how do I respond to this? And then like if I'll pray to God, bro, am I muted? No. But like I can definitely see that through, especially where I go to school, how like some people just be talking. Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. They'll just be saying things, and then like my mom is, so we have 5 hallways in my school. My mom is the secretary for one of them, so I sit in there. I TA for, and I have lunch in there because I can't even eat the cafeteria food because I have food allergy. So, and like seeing her hallway's like the rougher hallway. Like everyone just is just like, ooh, stay away from there. But seeing like the amount of gossip that goes on, I'm like, guys, that's not very fruitful. Then I have to remember like, oh wait, I know where I am. Not everyone here is a Christian. Not everyone here just knows like, no, don't do that. So I've definitely seen that a lot, because like there's kinder people who are like, let's not talk about that now. Or like my mom will be like, please don't do that in here. and then they'll just be like tearing people down. And like I've seen that a lot in school. I've seen that a lot in like how I communicate with other people, and it's just, yeah, that verse is very true. Maybe don't be fast to answer. Maybe pray on it. Think about it. Okay, and then verse 29. Ooh, I remember this from this Bible. I did not mean to hit you that hard. I'm sorry. I love this thing. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. This has to go into what I was literally just saying. God hears your prayers, guys. Like sometimes I feel like I've definitely felt this before. We pray about something, and then if it doesn't get answered right away, or like if we're like, oh, that request was too big, or oh, I think God has other things. But I don't think we realize like how much God actually hears us. And like to us it might seem like such a huge thing, but to God, he made the entire world in 7 days. Like I don't think we understand how powerful he actually is sometimes. So he hears our prayers, and yeah, it might not be answered right away, but maybe he's holding it off for a season when he knows you need it. And he knows if he gives us he knows if he gives us what we ask for right now, then it might be too much, you know? But he hears our prayers. I gotta stay away from cats. I don't want to sniffle into the microphone. I always feel so bad. I gotta stay away from the cats. Oh, I do this every time. I'm about to be like this whole weekend too, because my aunt's dog is at my niece's. He's not hypoallergenic. I actually don't know what he is. I know what he is, but I don't know he's not a pug. A pug? What? He's a Frenchie. And every time I like pet dogs like that, I can't touch him. We're almost done. We have 4 verses left. Verse 32. Whoever ignores instruction despises himself. He who listens to reproof gains intelligence. I feel like this has to go with advice too. Hold on. I'm gonna write this down and then I'll say it to you so I don't chop it up. Let's talk about that. Every time I have a bad habit doing that. So whoever ignores instruction despises himself, but he who listens to reproof gains intelligence. I see this because all the time, like in every aspect of life, like even if it's okay, examples. Gym, school, friendships, relationships, just literally everything. Like if you don't have that uncomfort and pushback, you're not gonna grow. Growing requires uncomfort. Like if you're uncomfortable all the time, how are you what are you growing? Like, do you think I want to wake up at 6 a.m.? No. But without that uncomfort, I wouldn't grow into the person I want to become. Do you think I want to wake up and chug some water and then go straight into reading the proverb? Not every morning. Half the time I'm like, this is a lot of words for the morning. But no, that uncomfort and the discipline is growing me into who I want to be. So if we despise discipline and instructions, we're not going to grow to where God wants us to grow in life. Hey, comfort is not good. Not always good. I accidentally flipped a few pages. We got one more verse. We're going to read it. I can't get in between the pages. It like isn't happening. Okay. Ooh, I remember this verse. The fear of the Lord is instruction and wisdom, and humility comes before honor. What did I just say about comfort? Do you think a lot of people are comfortable being humble and showing humility? No. But before honor, humility must come, and fear of the Lord. leads to wisdom. Not like, I'm scared of the Lord, but kind of like a more, because I used to be confused about fear of the Lord. And I was like, what do you mean? Why would I fear, like, I had questions about this. And I heard this pastor break it down. And it's not like fear of the Lord where you're scared of him. It's more of like you're in awe of God. And like, whoa, like that's crazy. And like truly appreciating him and not so much of, oh my gosh, I'm scared of him. You're like an all wonder kind of effect. Yeah. Proverbs 15. Come back tomorrow for Proverbs 16.